We'll start from this question number 5, and our question number 5 is name the property under multiplication used in each of the following. We have so many parts of this question. We have 3 parts in this question, and we have to tell about the name of the property which they have used in that particular part. So for your convenience, I have written down the properties just to revise the property, and because these properties will be used in these parts. So our first property is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means when we multiply any rational number by 1, we will get the same rational number. For example, suppose we have a rational number. Suppose we have a rational number 4 upon 5. If we multiply 4 upon 5 by 1, we will get the same rational number, that is 4 upon 5. In other words, if you multiply any number, whether it is rational number, integer, or any number, you can get the same answer. So this property is called the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means when you multiply any rational number by 1, you will get the same rational number. So this property will use in this question. And the another property is commutative property. Commutative property means when you multiply two rational number in any order, you will get the same result. I have discussed this property in my previous video, and if you have not watched, then please go to my channel, properties of rational number. There you will find all the properties. So commutative properties is when we multiply two rational number in any order, we get the same result. Suppose I will tell you the example. If I multiply 4 upon 5 into 2 by 3, whatever the answer I will get, suppose I will get 4 into 2, 8, and 5 3 is 15. I will get the answer 8 upon 15. And if I multiply 2 upon 3 into 4 by 5, I will get the same answer, that is 8 upon 15. It means the order of the rational number does not matter in multiplication. Whatever the order is, you will get the same result. That is a commutative property. And our next property is multiplicative inverse. In my previous questions, I think question number 4 or 3, I don't remember exactly, we had to find out the multiplicative inverse of some numbers, and what we had done in that, we have changed the numerator to the denominator and the denominator to the numerator. Suppose if I want to know the multiplicative inverse of 5 upon 6, so what I have to do in this question to find out the multiplicative inverse, I have to change this numerator into the denominator and this denominator into the numerator. So my answer will be 6 upon 5. So multiplicative inverse means change the numerator to the denominator and the denominator to the numerator. So these 3 properties will be used in this question. So our question is fifth question. First part is, this is our first part, this is second, and this is the third part. Look at the first part. What they have done, they have multiplied minus 4 upon 5 by 1 equals to 1 multiplied by minus 4 upon 5, and the answer will minus 4 upon 5. They want to ask that which property they have used in this question. That's very simple. They have multiplied the rational number, that is minus 4 upon 5 by 1. One thing, they have multiplied minus 4 upon, and in the right hand side they have multiplied 1 by minus 4 upon 5. And I have told you in this property just right now that multiplicative identity means if you multiply any rational number by 1, you will get the same result. So if you see that the answer is minus 4 upon 5, it means when they multiplied minus 4 upon 5 by 1, they got minus 4 upon 5, and when they multiplied 1 by minus 4 upon 5, they got minus 4 upon 5. That is the same answer, that's the same rational number. So we will say that the multiplicative identity they have used in this question, in this part. So our second part is minus 13 upon 7 multiply minus 2 upon 7. Suppose this is A, that is A is minus 13 upon 7, and that is B. what they have done, they have multiplied a multiplied by b equals to what I have supposed b, that is minus 2 upon 7, that is this is b, and minus 13 upon 7, that is a. We have just assumed. So what you are seeing in this question is that a multiplied by b equals to b multiply a. This is our commutative property. It means I have just told you that when we multiply any two rational numbers in any order, we get the same result. Suppose if you multiply minus 13 upon 7 by minus 2 upon 7, whatever the answer you will get, it is same, exactly same the answer you will get from these multiplying these two numbers, that is minus 2 upon 7 and minus 13 upon 7. The order does not matter in multiplication property. If you multiply in any order, you will get the same result. So you will say that commutative property. Your answer is commutative property. They only want the name of the property under multiplication. They want only the name of the property, which property they have used in these parts of these questions. So our third part is minus 19 upon 29 multiply 29 upon minus 19. What look at this part, what they have done, they have just multiplied the reciprocal of this number. Suppose if you see this number, that is minus 19 upon 29, if you will do the multiplicative inverse of this number, what answer you will get? You will get the answer 29 upon minus 19. I have just told you that multiplicative inverse means just change the numerator into the denominator and the denominator into the numerator. So they have done this, that is minus 19, and they have multiplied together, they have multiplied the rational number with its multiplicative inverse of that number, and the answer they have got, that is 1. If you multiply any rational number by its multiplicative inverse of that rational number, you will get the answer 1. So we will say that they have used the multiplicative inverse property. And now our next question is sixth part. Multiply 6 upon 13 by the reciprocal of minus 7 upon 16. What we have to do in this question is that we have to multiply this number, that is 6 upon 13 by means multiply by the reciprocal of minus 7 upon 16. First of all, we have to find out the reciprocal of this number, that is 7 upon 16, and in order to find out the reciprocal of any number, you have to change the numerator to the denominator and the denominator to the numerator. So first we will find out the reciprocal of this number. So minus 7 upon 16 is our question, and the reciprocal of this number is minus 16 upon 7. What I have done, I have just changed the numerator to the denominator, and in this numerator is 7. I have just shifted that 7 into the denominator and the denominator into the numerator, that is 16. So now I have the reciprocal of this number, that is minus 16 upon 7, and in my next step I will multiply that number by 6 upon 13. So now multiply 6 upon 13 by the reciprocal of minus 7 upon 16. We got the reciprocal of this number is minus 16 upon 7, and you know it's very easy to multiply two rational numbers. What we have to do, we have to multiply the numerator's value with each other and the denominator values with each other. So in order to do a fast calculation, I will use my tips and tricks of multiplication, and if you don't know about the tips and tricks of the multiplication, then please go to my channel. I have just uploaded the video of multiplication tricks, and it's very easy to multiply any numbers. So what I will do in this, that is 6, I have to multiply that 16 by 6. I will do like this, 10 into 6 60, and 60 plus 36, that is 96. In 3 seconds I got this multiplication 16 by 6. If you want to increase your speed in calculation, then please watch that video. It will be very helpful for you. So I have now in this I have to multiply 13 by 7. 13 by 7, it's very easy to multiply, that is 10 by 7, 70. 70 plus 21, that is 91. Look at me, I'm very fast in calculating this multiplication because I know that trick. And if you want to increase your speed, then please watch that video. So our answer is 96 upon 91. But the matter is minus 96 upon 91 or plus 90. I have to apply the rule of a multiplication here, and this number is positive, that is 6 by upon 13, and that number is negative, that is minus 16 upon 7. And if one number is positive and another is negative, so the sign of the answer is in a negative. So our answer is minus 96 upon 91. So this question is completed. Now we will do the seventh part, and in the seventh part we have to tell the property. We have to tell the property which allow us to compute. Means we have to tell the property which property we can use in this question to find out the value of this question. So here if you see, we will assume a, b and c, and we will solve just like this. Suppose 1 upon 3 I will assume a, and 6 I will assume b, and 4 upon 3 I will assume c. Okay, if you see, it's a multiply b multiply by c. And in the next part you will see 4 upon 3 we assume c, and 6 we assume as b, and 4 upon 3 we assume at c. I think it's a mistake in this part. This is, I think, 1 upon 3, not 4 upon 3. This is 1 upon 3. So it's 1 upon 3 is a, b and c and the bracket. So if you remember the property, that is associative property. What associative property is, that if you have three rational numbers, suppose a, b and c, so if you multiply first of all b and c, and the answer you will get, and multiply that answer by a in the left hand side, and in the right hand side if you multiply a by b first, and whatever the answer you will get, multiply that answer by c, both side you will get the same result. So when we multiply like this, we get the same result. So this is our associative property, and in this question we have to tell the name of the property, and it is a associative property. So our answer will be associative property allow us to compute this given equation. Means this property will allow us to solve this question. So we have to just tell the name of this property, and sorry for that, it is by mistake that it is 1 upon 3, not 4 upon 3. So our next question is 8. Is 8 upon 9 is the multiplicative inverse of this part minus 1 upon 1 upon 8? Why or why not? We have to identify the first of all we will solve this part. What is this? Do you know how to solve this part? Or what we have to do in this, we have to multiply this 8 by 1, and whatever the answer we will get, we will add that answer to this, that is 1. I will solve for you. If we solve this minus 1 upon 1 upon 8, we will get minus 7 upon 8. How we get? I have solved for you, that is 8 multiply by minus 1 plus 1. I have put minus 1 in a bracket, and I have told you so many times that every negative number should be put in a bracket. So when I will multiply that a by minus 1, I will get the answer minus 8. How I will get? Because I will apply the rule of a multiplication here, because 8 is a positive number and 1 is a negative number, and if one number is positive and another is negative, so the sign of the answer is in a negative. So I will get the answer minus 8, and this plus 1 I will add to this minus 8. So here I will apply the rule of addition. Here one number is negative, that is 8, and one is positive, and if one number is negative and another is positive, so we have to subtract those number, and the sign of the number depend upon the greater number. So I will subtract 8 by 1, and I will get the answer 7. If I subtract 8 and 1, I will get the answer 1. 8 minus 1, that is 7. and the sign of the this 7 is in a negative because the greater number is 8 and 8 is negative here. So our answer is minus 7. So our answer is minus 7 upon 8. So in this question we have to find out that 8 upon 9 is the multiplicative inverse of this number. Is this number. First we will find out the multiplicative inverse of 8 upon 9, and you know that in order to find out the multiplicative inverse of any number we have to just change the numerator to the denominator and the denominator to the numerator. So we will find out the multiplicative inverse of 8 upon 9, and 8 upon 9 the multiplicative inverse of 8 upon 9 is 9 upon 8. What I have done, I have just shifted these numbers with each other. But they are asking that this minus 7 upon 8 is the multiplicative inverse of 8 upon 9. No, never, because I just find out that the multiplicative inverse of 8 upon 9 is 9 upon 8, not this minus 7 upon 8. So we will say that 8 upon 9 is not the multiplicative inverse of this minus 1 upon 8. So we will say that 8 upon 9 is not the multiplicative inverse of this number, that is minus 7 upon 8. So this video is completed, and in the next video we will do the remaining questions of this exercise. And if you have not watched my tips and tricks videos, so please go to my channel and you will find out the best videos there to increase your calculation speed to. And if you don't know how to multiply the tables, and if you are very weak in learning the tables, so don't fear from the tables, just watch that video. It's about 10 minutes and you will get to know how to multiply the numbers easily. And after watching that video you will not need to remember any tables. So we will meet in the next video with some other questions. And if you like this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe my channel.